I got to call a spade a spade. On my channel, like I said, is about integrity and objectivity, right? I got to call it like I see it, man. And I'm far from the biggest Chris Brown fan. I don't care about his music like that. I don't listen to his music like that at all. I listen to it by accident. If somebody else is playing it while I'm somewhere in a public setting or in a car, I'm listening to it by accident. I don't go and deliberately seek out his music. You can check out my title playlist. I'm still playing Freddie Gibbs Bandana. I have no Chris Brown albums at all on my title play. I got like over 1,000 albums on my playlist, and I have no Chris Brown albums at all. So of course, I'm not a Chris Brown fan at all, right? But when it comes to his comments about from a song where he's talking about he only likes black females with nice hair, I get it. I get why black females have a problem with that. I get it. The man has a preference. Everyone has a preference into what kind of a preference in terms of what they like in the opposite sex, or in today's standards, the same sex, because, and that's a whole nother conversation about the LGBTQ community. But anyway, he has a standard. He likes black females with nice hair. Okay, what's nice hair? Nice hair is straight hair. Nice hair is what they call Europeanized hair. My hair texture, which is in cornrows, straight back, I got it under my do-rag because I just got a haircut. It's considered kinky hair, right? Kinky hair, where it's nappy, which is not considered the accepted standards for Europeanized so-called beauty, right? But my thing is this: Chris Brown's comments reflects the totality and the mindset of black females today, because he's speaking to the majority of his fan base. You know, and what I mean by that is the same females that are offended by Chris Brown's comments, who have kinky hair, are the same ones that dye their hair blonde, are the same ones that get hair hats, are the same ones that get extensions, are the same ones that get hair hats that have straight hair, like I said, blonde hair, right? They're the same ones that are trying to appease to what Chris Brown likes. Going to his concerts, they know that this man is a woman beater. They know that he's heavily induced in drugs. They know this, but they still attend his concerts. They still stream his music. They still buy his shows. They still do that because they forgive, and because black women, black society as a whole, we are the most forgiving ethnic group on the planet, and we are a glutton for punishment. We have Stockholm syndrome, and that's a fact. Stockholm syndrome, cognitive dissonance, post-traumatic slavery disorder. We have all of that. The black female population, especially Chris Brown's fans, are hypocrites. I gotta call a spade, man. I really gotta call a spade. Whether you agree with Chris Brown's comments or not, the same females that are upset about Chris Brown liking black females with nice hair and calling you B's and H's are the same ones that still attend his concerts, are the same ones that still go to the beauty supply store that's not black owned. You give your money to Koreans, to the Japanese community, to buy fake hair, horse hair, blonde hair, so that you can appease to people, to men like Chris Brown. That's the biggest fallacy in the black community right there. You're the same ones that spent the black beauty industry, or the so-called black beauty industry, is a multi-billion-dollar industry, and none of that money goes into the black community. Y'all spending y'all money on weaves and hair hats, going to the Chinese beauty store, getting your nails done. Hypocrites, man. Hypocrites to a capital H. Hypocrites to a capital H. Like I said, Chris Brown is a lot of things. A lot of things. But he's talking to his female fan base, and he knows by saying those comments that it will be accepted. This is fake outrage right here. It's fake outrage. I gotta call a spade a spade. This may be an unpopular opinion. You know, I know I have a female. I know I got a substantial amount of females that watch my channel. I gotta call a spade a spade. So if you're the ones that are complaining about Chris Brown liking black females who are light skinned, that got, you know, European features, well then why don't you stop doing that yourself? Why don't you stop going to these non-black owned beauty supply stores? Why don't you stop trying to look like the European? When in fact, if you do your history though, because this is what happens when you let white people rewrite history, right? Ancient Kemet, we had blonde hair. We had natural blonde hair. That's where it came from. It came from Kemet. And then it became the European standardized, it became the standard beauty in European fashion and beauty. Because of what? Because of today's culture. It's been accepted by them. But that's where it came from. If you do your history, we had Nasuts, we had queens and kings, right? Back in ancient time, thousands of years ago with blonde hair. If you want to do your history on that, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, like I said, you know, it's just a whole bunch of hypocrisy, man. You got black females trying to, you know, blonde their hair, trying to bleach their skin or with makeup, make their skin lighter than what it is. Like I have in a thumbnail, you got, you know, Nicki Minaj with blonde hair, makeup, making her skin look lighter. You got darker black females with darker melanin, trying to bleach their skin and look lighter. You know, it's all hypocrisy. This is all fake outrage. And what he had to say. The reason why he said that is because he knew he can get away with it because that's his female fan base. His female fan base, the ones that the kinky hair and the ones that are so-called offended, are still the ones that are going out to these beauty supply stores, these Korean-owned, these Japanese-owned, Chinese-owned beauty supply stores, and spending their money, getting their blonde wigs, getting their extensions, yaki hair, whatever the case may be, and spending their money on that, trying to look like today's Europeanized version of beauty in black society. And that's a fact. So again, I got to call a spade, man. I have to call a spade. You know what I'm saying? Do I agree with Chris Brown's comments? Absolutely not. But this is a reflection. This for me, how I look at this is more of a reflection on black women, because black women are the ones, are 95 or 99% of his audience are females going to his concerts. And the rest would be probably the LGBTQ community going to his concerts. But I don't know no straight black man that will go to a Chris Brown concert. You know what I'm saying? So he's talking to his female fan base. That's the reason why he can say that still stuff and get away with it, because he knows his audience. The same people complaining about Chris Brown are the same people still are still listening to R. Kelly, going to his concerts, knowing that this man is the most devious, just dastardly man, child predator in the music industry. That's R. Kelly. Right? Same one that's still buying his going to his concerts, buying his music, and still supporting him. So if you are really offended, you will stop. As far as his fan base, if you're really offended, you will stop buying blonde wigs, blonde hair hats, right? Any color other than black. Your hair should be naturally black, natural, no hair hats, no wigs, no extensions, right? What you call that stuff that you pull over for your I forgot what you call that stuff. You pull over and you glue it around your hair, your edges or whatever. Stop doing that. Stop making hair yellow and all these other colors that are non-black. Stop doing that. Who are you trying to attract? You know, women with green hair and all kinds of just multicolors and stuff like that. It's crazy. Right? It's crazy. Stop doing that stuff. Natural black beauty. It's rare you see that. It's rare, but there is it is out there. As far as females, it's out there, but they don't get the recognition because it's not accepted. It's not the standard, right? And unfortunately, this is accepted. Blonde hair, green eyes, black women calling themselves Barbies. You know, Nicki Minaj calls herself and her boyfriend Barbie and Ken. A white female and a white man, even though they're black. They're trying to compare themselves to white people. And I respect Nicki Minaj as a lyricist and an MC. You know what I'm saying? But you know, you gotta call a spade a spade. The standard of beauty is Europeanized. And Chris Brown's audience perpetuates, supports Europeanized beauty. Because they're hypocrites. The same people that are complaining about Chris Brown liking black females with nice hair and that are light skinned are the same ones trying to appease to his standard and support his music continuously and forgive what he did in the past as far as him being a woman beater and a drug abuser and stuff like that. So again, y'all got to look in the mirror. It's black society as a whole that looks bad, that y'all find this offensive when you should be looking in the mirror in your own community, in your own goddamn community, going to these goddamn non-black beauty supply stores and getting your hair and nails done and stuff like that. Look in the mirror. So that's all I gotta say about that, family. Leave your comments down below. Let me know what you guys think about that in the comment section. It's so-called 4th of July, so-called Independence Day. Enjoy that day. Enjoy time off, family, with your family. Until next time, family, make sure you follow me on Instagram at GMOGMediaTV. Until next time, Chauncey signing out. Peace.